ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
56 right there. 56. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now Newton on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Now Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Again, Newton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Newton now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
And he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Newton now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Mike 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And his pass incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
54, right there, 54 back. Come on, baby.
On third down, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preach, it's coach, it's thought about.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You get blocked me. You get blocked me. You get
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. But now it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? Ready? You think it's the mic? You got nothing to get. You got nothing. Check 3, check 3. 20, 8, 8. Hey.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Geis. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This one caught by Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get loose on
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Woo-hoo!
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terry Poe marches in for the sack. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are down by a single possession here, 16-9, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Complete to Terry McLaurin.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gerald McCoy, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Newton now to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Great. 20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready. 8. Check 52.
To throw again. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Check. Mike's 59. I got you. On
3rd down, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Newton, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Newton now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins.
8.
Made the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30.
On 2nd and 9. Newton, he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
He's checking crap.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start to hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, this is Geis. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go. 54. Pittsburgh. 54 miles. We own it. We own it.
They'll turn to Thompson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Redskins 23, Panthers 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So they've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to, and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 23-yard line.
carry on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Check, check, 59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Slam, slam, slam. That's the 59. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, check, 59, 59.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get?
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the Panthers' 23-yard line.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Panthers 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Newton. Now a desperate. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl.
Haskins going to try to throw it. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Geis. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Redskins, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.